Welcome to East Coast Dungeons.
So today we're going to go through our tavern tile build setup and kind of how we made them. So you can see this is just basically a tile from like a kitchen tile. Has a sticky one side, the other side obviously is face up for the flooring. So how did we come to this, and just a kind of general overview and how I built it. There's several extra little pieces that can extend rooms out. There's little corners you can add in. Some of them are just like one or two doorways. With this setup that I have, I did have to trim out the extra here. Around all the pieces except for like flat ones that set up, but anything with walls had to have an extra piece of this. If not, you will see the little piece of tile underneath. So these bricks are 3/4 inch, so pretty much around, and they're 1 inch long. So you use 1 inch foam for that. You're going to cut it at 3/4 inch, your lengths. The inch is going to be the height, and then you're going to cut that again by 3/4, and that's how you're going to come up with your bricks. Your bricks can be whatever size you want. For the bricks, for the color, I used a dark gray, a yellow, and what else is in there? Oh, like a earth tone. Okay. So then I went over that with a lighter gray. Then there's a final white in there for some highlights. I did put a black wash through the whole thing. And unlike my other black washes, this was actually a good black wash. One thing that I do sometimes with my black wash is I'll put it as a heavier black wash. I'll put Mod Podge in with it. And the reason why is if you use Mod Podge, like say this is a piece of wood or styrofoam, really doesn't matter if it's kind of smooth. If you put a black wash on that, it's just gonna it'll be off it. Now, if it's on this side, it'll kind of get absorbed into there. But if it's on like some of your bricks and stuff, that black wash is just gonna, I find, it's gonna put a little tiny light stain on it and it's gonna wash off. Putting some Mod Podge or some glue in there, just a little bit, actually makes it stick. So I prefer that. Again, you're gonna mill all these different little pieces of wood. Then you're gonna take a wire brush and you're gonna do that. There's several different ways to do this. I am in the process of building a massive tower. So you can cut these to this length if you want, which is 6 inches. And then you cut the smaller pieces to go in, and then you don't have to go in later. The tower build that I just did, I covered the whole thing in full length foam, which is cut like wood. Then I put the wire brush to it. I will have to go in and cut the individual boards. You could leave it as like, it just won't look as good. You want to see different planks. So then you just put your nail holes in. So that's kind of a quick rundown of how I did that. Anytime that I build something that's modular, so if I just took this piece and this piece and this piece, they're gonna fit together. Okay, that's not gonna change in any way, shape, or form. So whatever size you use, doesn't matter. You don't have to use sizes that I used or use this, or you should pick sizes that you want, but they should match. So if you go 4-inch, then your other smaller pieces should be 2-inch, and everything should be built inside of that. Yeah, there's all different, some of the pieces are just individuals. Okay. And like I said, this is so modular, you can just build whatever you want. I'll get it all separated now. Until next time, keep rolling those nat 20s.